Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master.
I feel like you're helping the prince or the king prepare for something.
I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Plotting out where the resources are. Strategic interests. I don't want to call you a spy, because that's clearly not who you are, but you're not just there for us, clearly. Hello. Poorly written notice. To the family of the rich man who provoked us, we have him, and we will kill him if you don't pay us handsomely. Come with a full purse to the alley south of the old warehouse district. Alley south of the old warehouse district. Where's... Well, that looks warehouse district-y. And there's an alley. No, well, there's the crafting district, and there's the tavern. Crafting district? I think Constantine can wait for a minute. Right, workbench. So, potions. Can I filter this by what I can and can't make? Right, there we are. Laced drink. Science level 1 required. I cannot make that, so that option is not open to us. Unless we can get science level 1 at any time soon. Metal dowels. These metal dowels are used to build and repair wood furniture. I'm okay. Can we do anything? There's 3 upgrade slots. Breastplate, ornate collar. Oh, I can do this, I think. Protections. Engraved gorget. For a sturdy half collar. Right, what does that... Okay, so ornate collar, that's more balance, more armor. Protections is more armor, slightly more balance. Engraved gorget, it's kind of a balance. And then the sturdy half collar is perfectly balanced. Okay, so... I'm thinking protections. It's more subtle than the others. And good on the old armor. We could go for a more balanced approach, though. Nah, you know what? Protections. Go in with my gut. Let's go with this. Right. So that's that. Okay, we can get... Oh my word. Ornate collar with chin strap. That is a pretty chunky collar. Right, back. Strap. Oh, hello. Talisman. Vigor +1. Sacred Scroll, that's still Vigor +1. Science +1, Flask Pouch, hello. And lockpicking. And right now it seems like we need science. What do I need for that? 2 leather and a ruby. And for the lock pouch I need obsidian. Right, that is one way to get science 1 then. Shoulders. I need more leather. Curved spulder, that's quite fancy. How fancy do these get? Oh yeah, no, I get rather armored up. Right, let's leave that then. This old leather coat, Kurt, is this better for you? No, it's not. Okay, that's fine. We can't, oh no, we can. We can upgrade your armor. With, if we had the leather anyway. Make it a little bit better for you. There is a merchant. We maybe buy? Can we disassemble? Recycle. Right, old leather coat, recycle that. 6 leather, 50% chance. Okay, we got 3 leather, 3 iron, 2 refined iron. Right, let's go back to my stuff, though, because I can get the flask. I need a ruby. I do need a ruby. But this will give me science 1. Right, let's leave that for now. I imagine a ruby would be quite expensive. What else can we disassemble? That's a chance to give me... I'm never going to wear this again, am I? Get a bit of leather in us. What are our options, then? We need to tamper with the log. And we need to investigate the disappearance of the novice. Let's look for the novice. For the moment. I'm sure Constantine's a grown man. I'm sure he'll be fine. I'm sure that note we saw posted to the wall about the rich man being kidnapped has absolutely nothing to do with Constantine. And that would be silly. He's more reliable and responsible than that. Right?
Smuggler is filthy. But perhaps we'll discover some useful information.
Is this where the smuggler... Oh, hello. You're not the cabin boy, are you? Flavia?
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's, the young cabin boy who's gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
That I
Yes.
am.
Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
Well, you can answer a couple of my questions. The cabin boy, when did you last see him?
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Why? I haven't the faintest idea.
Odd. And I assume this isn't part of his habitual comings and goings, this sort of feeling like he's somewhere else.
What does Jonas do in his free time? When you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Can't blame it for that. I'm not a fan of the taste either. Nor the effect, really, when you consume too much. About his friends then, you and Lauro?
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
And, well, between you and me, your captain said you're one big family, but has he got any enemies aboard the crew?
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
Wait,
And you
what?
don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should.
Right.
The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others. And when you drink too much, the imagination wanders.
But you don't think you should take this seriously?
Yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
By the canal? Tell me about your captain, while I have you. We should investigate the canal. I don't think you imagined it somehow, his voice.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet.
Really?
If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
Well, fair play to him. It's hard to tell under the tattoos, to be honest. I'll leave you be.
I need to be going. Farewell.
We need to find your other friend, Lauro. Smuggler's Journal. I have 2 new clients. They all want to go to Al-Assad, and the Inquisitors are on their heels, which will not make my job any easier. I think I can get them onto a ship inconspicuously, but we will have to be cautious, and I hope that they will prove patient and discreet. I will hide them away in a warehouse behind the harbour office, where the Inquisitors will never dare to enter. Well, we don't need to interrogate the smuggler anymore. We can just go straight to the heretics. Sailor's coat. So that's a good disguise for us then, the sailor's coat. We can go see the heretics. Excuse me. And we can also actually get to that shipment manifest. Is there anything else back here that we should see? Are you Lauro, by any chance?
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 death winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Tell me about that. You appear convinced he was taken. What do you actually know?
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
A
Why didn't you
well-dressed
intervene?
man?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Your friend's been kidnapped. What's more important, your friend's life or your pride? Right, the cabin boy, back to Jonas. Was he okay? Was he well? Did he seem distracted?
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
And these kidnappers, you say one of them was well dressed.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
No, I
It's
don't
just
know what
that
the
I
motive
can't imagine
is.
a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
Intriguing. So, cards. A professional gambler, you might say. Could he have owed him money? Jonas, this is? The captain, while I have your attention, what do you make of him?
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man who knows his knots. He's well appreciated by the crew. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again. Always seems unhappy, our captain.
He did seem rather dour-faced, but I wonder what's got him permanently unhappy. I'll leave you be.
Thank you, Lara. I need to be going.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
That we do. Let's head towards the tavern then, shall we? Or do we go to the Harbour Master's office? Let's go to the Harbour Master office while we're close by and it's on our mind. I feel like the later in the day it gets, the more sailors are going to be around, and, well, the more difficult it'll be to try and add something to the manifest. And I've missed that ramp. Let's loot that. Can I just hop over here? Nope. Come on. Come on, Kurt. Our disguise. Let's just nip around. Well, let's just hide in these boxes. Equipment. The sailors. I mean, I'm wearing an identical coat already. But if this is what it takes to walk on in with a disguise.
Do you have any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's
Is it-
take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Is this not enough? I thought this would have been enough. I mean, if it's not enough, I'm going to change my... Oh, it's the mark, isn't it? It's the mark. Right, I don't think I actually needed to switch my coat around either. What's happening back here? Oh, hello. Let's...
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
Yep. Oh, don't turn my way. In here? Oh, I feel like we made a mistake sneaking in here. It's all well and good sneaking in, but how the hell are we going to sneak out? Perfect.
Here's the ship's manifest.
And the
We
key?
only need to add our merchandise to the list.
Serene Harbour Jail key. Right, let's add our merchandise. Out the window. No, the captain's down out that window. We gotta go back out the way we came in. Hopefully. Right. Can I open this? Sailor's gloves. Quiet all this. Where is he? Okay. Come on. No, 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 no. Oh, okay. Right, let's go. We're nearly out. We've nearly done it. Come on. Why am I so slow? There we go. Oh, Kurt, we are not suited to stealth. But that is one job done. Now, we still need to clear out the guards. That's for the heretics, isn't it? In their hideouts. We did go there before. I don't think we need to worry about the guards. I think we can just sneak in. Let's just nip up this ladder and go around. Is there anything down? No, there's nothing down that side. Come on, follow me. I know, we're going backwards and forwards an awful lot, but we are slowly but surely making progress. Even if I do a massive flourish and alert everyone to our presence. You do know that there's a massive hole in the side of your warehouse, right? Guarding the doors... pointless. It is pointless. Up we go. I mean, we didn't see the heretics in here before. What makes you think we're going to find them now? Oh, hello. You weren't here last time.
Who is there?
May the Illuminated save us. Did the smuggler send you?
Illuminated?
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison, but revealed to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
No,
Have you come to
traitors.
deliver us to the Inquisition then?
No.
Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime.
I'm...
We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Theleme so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Right. Clearly, the Theleme, surprising nobody, has been trying to deceive me as well. So you're not heretics, you're scholars, you're historians. What was your research about?
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it would provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of Saint Matthias. The one who returned to Theleme after traveling with his master.
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Tir Fredi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of Saint Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Tearfredy is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to.
Okay.
But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced St. Matthias to stay there.
A voice.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
So, what, you've potentially outed your faith as a lie? Is that what you're saying? Or based on some untruth? Or something willfully twisted into another purpose? What was your plan of escape?
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Sound
Our
idea.
research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That's a good point.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
Do you know what they do to their spies? Because I don't, but I can't imagine it's a lot better than being burnt at the stake. Is there any possibility of coming to some agreement with the Theleme? You know, resolving this peacefully?
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could forget what you have discovered, perhaps.
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
Because of the
I
knowledge
see.
you have.
Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
I could speak to the Bridge Alliance ambassador for you, perhaps. I can't promise anything, but you clearly need refuge, and you shouldn't be persecuted based on knowledge, you know, or your faith. I will speak to the Bridge Alliance ambassador.
I could have a word with the good Dr. Sahin, the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. If he can be persuaded to offer you asylum, you would be saved.
Your goodness honors you. May the illuminated forever light your path.
If I manage to convince the ambassador, you'll need to refrain from that sort of blessing. Stay here. I'll be back.
I know, Kurt, that means a lot more running around for us. And also, probably going to end up in those two disappointed. We didn't exactly please the ambassador, did we? When we let that alchemist go about his business. Well, not necessarily his business, but go on his way. These guards aren't very good, are they? I mean, I'm sure that one at the end's definitely seen me, and I'm hardly hidden from sight crouching around up here. Ambassador Sahin, fancy seeing you here again, and fancy me being back yet again.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
Look, I've come to ask for a favor.
I would like to talk to you about a rather delicate matter.
I am listening.
A couple of historians have made a recent discovery concerning Matthias, the founder of the mythical Theleme. And it seems that this is not to the liking of the Illuminated, or at least his more fervent subjects.
These sinister hypocrites are going to want to burn them at the stake.
Without a doubt. And that's why these poor people are begging you to offer them asylum.
We are willing. Where are they to be found at this time?
At the port of Serene. They were hoping to stow away discreetly on a vessel to Al-Sad.
Very well. I shall send an escort immediately to take them somewhere safe.
I hope that is sincere. And I hope you're not going to try use their knowledge to kind of blatantly annoy the Theleme.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
We owe you our lives. We are eternally grateful.
It was nothing. I hope you won't have too much difficulty adapting to your new country.
If you would allow me, I would like to give you this. It's not much, but it is all that we possess.
Farewell.
You have a kind
Thank you.
heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
No,
It would
neither
seem
would
that
I.
I'm not the only one with a tender heart.
And it was an awfully lot easier than I expected it to be. I thought we'd have to do a bit of a convincing. Hand over a couple of favors or something like that, maybe. Right. We are at the canal. Is there any word of Jonas? We were going to go to the inn. Well, we've resolved a couple of situations. That's fine by me. Still the warehouse guards we need to clear out, I think, to actually get our merchandise into the warehouse, I think. Right, discover where to find Constantine and Jonas. I think that's both in the tavern. And we are here. We might as well have a nosy on in. Right. Evening. In GreedFall, a quest can usually be completed in several different ways. Desade has more than one string to his bow. Cunning, persuasion, intuition, corruption, creating items from the crafting table will be some of the means available to you to reach your goals. To improve in these areas, spend points in a corresponding talent tree or wear equipment that offers bonuses. Threats and combats are also options when your enemies are not receptive to your talents. If in doubt, get the muscles out.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
You
No.
don't seem well.
Have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I am here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
And is your sight okay? This is the big question I've got right now. Does the Malachor affect your sight? What happened during that evening?
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
No. Maybe... Wait. A rich merchant and a poor cabin boy. And the captain said there was rumors that people wanted to try and use his ship to smuggle contraband. Perhaps this boy is wrapped up in something he should not be.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Perhaps he wasn't able to arrange any smuggling after all, and that's why this rich man came for him. Any more information about this rich man?
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Sir
Where can I
Fontaine.
find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Theleme embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
A penniless child has a position aboard a ship, which is primed to smuggle contraband to the New World. Jeffrey?
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
You can pour me a little bit of information. I'm looking for my cousin Constantine.
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
Oh, I
I'm
see where this
sorry.
is going.
Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age. Hair down to his neck, light brown, blue eyes. Quite the talker.
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight.
Oh.
I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
I've got some
If
brackets
you can
for
fix it, I'd be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
No, I want to give my try my hand at repairing the furniture first. It's only 25 gold coins, but oh no, hang on a minute. 25. No, I got 183. Okay. No, I'm not giving you 25 coins right now.
That's not a small sum. I need to think about my options.
Oh, the father has forgotten to give his son his allowance, it would seem.
Hey, hang on a minute. No, I'm gonna try and repair your furniture, so none of your cheek. Thank
I
you.
need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Right, where's your furniture then? Piled up in a heap.
The furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks relatively
Looks as if
sturdy.
it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
I think I've got some metal dowels.
And there you have it. You'd never guess they were once broken.
Perfect. What's the problem? A couple of metal dowels? What do you mean you need to pay for... I mean, I suppose you would have needed to pay for the materials if you were going to do it yourself, or pay for the guy to do it for you. Anyway, Jeffrey,
Well then, were you able to repair it all?
did you see the table?
Yes. Just like new. Or nearly.
That does indeed look like fine work. You know what you're doing.
Well, I wouldn't
I
go
would
that
hope.
far.
Can you tell me where I can find my cousin now?
Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs.
Uh-oh.
Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me.
My lips are
In
sealed.
any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow. Who could down his pint. Anything else?
No, I don't think so. Actually, the Malachor. Tell me some news from the city. How is the affliction, well, affecting the populace?
Has the Malachor really put a damper on your business?
More than a damper. They were soaked. When the sickness began to spread, a wave of panic followed in its wake. People stopped going out of their homes. They were afraid. I was close to closing shop, I tell you. And then, thankfully, the alchemists of the bridge said that you couldn't just catch it like that. People were still distrustful, as is their nature, but they are leaving home again. It's a start. I also lost quite a few regular customers. Dead or too scared to venture back. Yeah, but that's nothing new to you. The city would have sunk in the water if not for trade with the new isle.
This isle really has been our saving grace then. I wonder what causes it to spread, and I wonder why, or how rather, you catch it. Tell me about Tearfredi. What do you know?
With all these sailors coming and going, you must have heard some stories about Tearfredi.
Right. Even stories that my heaviest drinkers would have trouble believing. They say that man-trees live there. Dragons and gigantic creatures. Treasure abounds under every rock. And the source of eternal life is hidden somewhere there. Last night, some Nauts even told me they brought back one of those giant beasts into the port. Ah, but you know the
What?
kind. If you ask my opinion, the drink was fueling their imaginations.
I don't know, that's quite a boast. Saying they've got one of those giant beasts from the New World. Tree men? Did you say and the like? Dragons? No, surely not. Surely that's all just far-fetched. There'll be, I don't know, some creature that looks like it's got bark-like skin, and then there'll be some giant lizard. That's all it's going to be. Right, I'll leave you be. Thank you for your help.
I need to be off. Farewell.
I need to find my
Goodbye.
cousin. And we also need to find Jonas.